Welcome to 3 Steps to Get Your First Private Money Lender. In this video, you'll learn a simplified explanation on what it would take for you to get your first private money lender. And I teach you this by my 3-step process. So here are the 3 steps. Step 1, refining your real estate investment pitch. Step 2, setting up your system to support private money raising activities. Step 3, go to places where your ideal private money lender hangs out. Hi, my name is Amir Khan. I'm a real estate investor, mentor, and coach based in Dallas, Texas. I specialize in helping real estate investors raise private capital. So the goal of this video is that you'll know that raising private money is not complicated, but does require some planning, some work, and consistency. And so the 3-step process will unlock the enigma of raising private money. If you follow my instruction exactly, you should be able to sign up your first private money lender within 90 days. So here is the 3-step process. Step 1, refining your real estate investment pitch. Now, before I make it as simple as I can, I do want to explain that within this step, there are 3 sub-steps. So let me go through that very carefully. So the first step is creating what I call a 15 to 30 second verbal pitch. And it is extremely important. In fact, I think this is one of the most important things which a lot of people, newbies who start raising private money, either just ignore or do not pay enough attention to. This is really the core. If you want to understand, if you want to be successful, this is the core. You have to be able to explain your real estate investment model, and most importantly, your real estate investment opportunity within a 15 to 30 second verbal pitch. If you can't do that, you will never be able to get somebody interested in working with you. All right, so that is something that you have to start working on. So here are a couple of ideas for you to make this 15-30 second verbal pitch. It is, first of all, here's the purpose so you understand. The purpose is that it is ideal for a casual conversation. So, great for casual conversation. It should be well practiced and it should sound natural. It should only be used when invited by a prospect, meaning do not force it. The purpose is to create curiosity enough for the prospect wanting more details. Now, the second sub-step in this first step is now to convert that 15 to 30 second verbal pitch into a 1-page investment summary. This is a very useful document and is requested often by prospect. And so here's the purpose of this 1-page summary. After you've done your verbal pitch, a prospect may express interest, but usually they may not be ready to sit down seriously and go over this, and they may just say, hey, can you send me some information? And so that's what this helps with, right? Is that you simply can email them 1-page investment summary. And the purpose of this 1-page investment summary is to provide enough information that if they're a serious prospect, they can come back to you and say, you know what, this sounds really good. I want to go to the next step. And that's where your next, which is the third subpart, comes in, which is now you're going to convert your 1-page investment summary into a full-fledged pitch deck. Now, pitch deck has all necessary details about your real estate investment opportunity that your potential private money lender will need. All right, so the purpose of the pitch deck is very, very clearly, number 1, it should only be used after you've gone through your verbal pitch and 1-page investment summary, and your prospect understands the basic opportunity. So you don't want to jump right into the pitch deck with someone who doesn't even understand the basics of what you're talking about, right? So you want to prepare them, because in this version, which would be quite detailed, right? You're going to be talking about your financials, you're going to be talking about the investment summary, you're going to be talking about terms, you may even show them a sample deal, right? So that's a lot of information. So you need to prepare them. So the verbal pitch is the first one. Second step was the one-page investment summary, and now you are presenting the pitch deck. Now, this should never be emailed. I'm specifically talking about the full pitch deck. You should never either email or just hand them a copy. This should always be done live. Whether you're in person or online, you should have the pitch deck open and you should be going through the pitch deck with them live, one-on-one. Now, obviously, the reason why we are doing it at the end is because it should include all necessary information and details about your investment, real estate investment opportunity, because you now want the potential private money lender to make a decision. So this is not an open-ended conversation. So if you understand the way we have our system set up, is that you had the verbal pitch, which was the initial contact, then a little more information was the one-page investment summary. And the purpose of this is towards the end of your pitch deck, whether they're in, whether they're out, or sometimes a lot of, in many cases, they may say that they need a little more time. However, your whole idea is that it should be enough for them to make a decision. All right. If you haven't done so, grab my free gift for you, Top 5 Places to Raise Private Money. It's my step-by-step instructions for 5 different platforms, including best practices. Find the information about this free PDF in the description below. Now, step 2. You have to have your systems that will support your private money raising activities. All right. And so I recommend these systems that I recommend are the minimum systems you should have. Obviously, the more you have is better. But first is a website. You don't necessarily need a standalone website for private money lending. However, a lot of people who make this mistake at this stage is that they have a very generic website, which means it's their real estate investment website, which talks about their investment activities, for example, right? If you are going to send your prospective private money lender to your website, you have to have a dedicated page for your private money lender. Very obvious, right? But a lot of people make that mistake. So in other words, if you do send your private money lender to a homepage where it doesn't talk about private money lending, you're going to lose them. And that's a very big mistake. So make sure if you can have a standalone website, that's even better. However, your own real estate investment website is fine. You just need to have a dedicated page on your website for private money lenders where you can send them. All right. Next, obvious thing, phone, email, and text messaging. Now, my suggestion is if you are going to use your own cell phone, be aware that private money lenders would like to check you out. They would check your website, they would check your social media presence, and wherever else you have yourself listed. The problem is you may or may not be using the same phone number. So my suggestion is get a business line that can be listed on all your business profile, social media, and it should be consistent. Same with the email. So for example, I have a dedicated phone line. I don't use my cell phone on my website. Same with the email. My email is what my domain is. My business, my real estate business is Dream Prime Homes. And so my email is dreamprimehomes@gmail.com. So there's a little consistency there. So see if you can get something like that. This is very important because you are going to be communicating with your potential private money lender. And once they become your private money lender, you want to make sure that there is consistency. Next is a Google Calendar account, which is very simple. If you already have a Gmail account, you probably have a Google Calendar already. This is extremely important for you once you start scheduling your meetings with prospective private money lenders. You should get a free Zoom account. It is extremely important in this day and age to do online meetings. You don't need a paid account. You can get a free Zoom account. And then get a free Calendly account. This software is just amazing. It is extremely helpful for you to set up meetings with your prospective PMLs, and the benefit of it automatically connecting with Zoom and your Google Calendar account is just amazing. So it's a very streamlined way of setting up online meetings. Also, you should have a CRM. You don't need a paid account. There's plenty of free CRM opportunities out there. I use Podio, and what you're really wanting to do is to have a central place where it acts as your database, and perhaps making sure that you make notes and save all of those things for future communication with your prospective private money lenders. Let me tell you about my coaching program, Capital Raising Mastery System, that was specially created for intermediate and advanced real estate investors. Program includes advanced strategies, systems, and tools for raising private money, and full lifetime access to on-demand training, weekly coaching calls, and access to members-only community. Learn how I raised money to build my own $1 million plus portfolio in 2 years, all by raising money from private money lenders. Learn how you can duplicate my success by following my step-by-step training and access to community of my students successfully raising money now. Details about the Capital Raising Mastery System are in the descriptions below. Or you can join my Private Money Raisers Club community. It is ideal for beginners or relatively new real estate investors. It's an affordable way to start learning about raising private money, and currently we are offering a 7-day free trial. Again, the details are in the description below. Now, let's go on to step 3. Go to places where your ideal private money lender hangs out. Now, if you notice, I do not say find private money lenders. I say this because I want to make this process as easy as is for you. So how would you do that? Instead of you trying to find them in places that you don't know, you go to places where they already hang out. Okay? So here's what I would suggest to do that. Number 1, create an avatar of your prospective private money lender. You don't have to go too deep in it. If you like, you can. I actually have a video dedicated for that. Go to my channel and you can go through that. So let's just simplify it. I'll give you an example. Let's say your avatar is a real estate investor wanting to diversify by being a private money lender. So we made a very, very easy, simplified avatar. Now then make a list of places where your PML avatar would be hanging out. And I'll give you a that's what example we're going to use right now, is that your local real estate investment association, or also known as a RIA, because a lot of private money lenders are already there, and many of them, if not all, are interested in diversifying their real estate activities by becoming private money lenders. So honestly, you don't need a lot of different sources. You just need one good source, and that should be enough to generate enough funding for you. So for most beginners, I always say find the easiest and most accessible place. And in your case, like I'm saying right now, you should just choose your local real estate investment association. And in my experience, RIAs are great for newbies. Some may not be, so it's a little testing that you have to do. So I will do that next. Also know that this is not a one-time thing. You will need to invest your time and effort in committing to and attending your local RIA events, right? So here are the things I recommend. Number 1, visit at least 3 local RIAs as a one-time non-member. So usually they will let you come in just to test the RIA, and they usually will charge you a small fee, 10 bucks or something like that, and let you attend one of their events. It could be a weekly event, or it could be a monthly event, right? And so what you're really trying to do is, if you visit 3, you can compare and see which one you like the best. And then once you like that specific RIA, you want to get their membership. Usually the membership, they are not very expensive. If you especially get a annual membership, you'll get a deep discount. All right. And then start attending their regular weekly and monthly meetings. And your goal is to get to know as many investors as possible, right? Now, what we did in our step one was start using your verbal pitch and then one-page investment summary and your pitch deck. This is where you will actually apply what you've learned. And then if you've completed step two, you can start generating PML leads. And then if you commit to the 3-step process I've outlined here, you will end up signing a private money lender. Now, here's the other thing that you could do is that once you can make this work well at one RIA, you can apply this now to other RIAs if you want to. There you have it. 3 steps to get your first private money lender. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.